In this video, I will be going through 50 different facts that you might have not known about Telltale's The Walking Dead. Let's start off with Season 1. The first season of The Walking Dead was released in April 2012. The main character in the first season is Lee Everett, a former history professor and convicted criminal. Clementine, a young girl Lee meets early on, becomes the emotional heart of the series and a protagonist in later seasons. The game is released in an episodic format, with each season typically having 5 episodes. The game is based on the Walking Dead comic series by Robert Kirkman, rather than the television show. The game is known for its branching storylines, where player choices significantly impact the story. The first season received critical acclaim and won numerous Game of the Year awards. The game features a distinctive comic book art style that closely resembles the original comic series. Player decisions can determine the fate of several characters, leading to different outcomes and character deaths. The game has 4 main seasons, a mini-series featuring Michonne, and several DLCs. Clementine becomes the main playable character in Season 2, continuing her story of survival. The game uses the same Telltale tool engine as another popular Telltale game, The Wolf Among Us. A special DLC episode called 400 Days Links Season 1 and Season 2, featuring 5 interconnected stories. The game is praised for its strong voice acting, particularly by Dave Finoway, Lee, and Melissa Hutchison, Clementine. The game is filled with difficult moral decisions, often forcing players to choose between equally challenging options. The 4th season, titled The Walking Dead, the final season, concludes Clementine's story. In the final season, Clementine takes care of a young boy named A.J. Alvin Jr., mirroring her relationship with Lee. Kenny, a fan-favorite character, appears in multiple seasons, with his fate varying depending on player choices. Some characters from the comics, like Glenn and Herschel, appear in the first season. The success of The Walking Dead significantly boosted Telltale Games' reputation. Several characters from the Walking Dead comics make cameo appearances in the game. The story is known for its unpredictability, with many shocking twists and turns. A 3-episode miniseries focuses on Michonne, a character from the comics and TV show. The Walking Dead: A New Frontier introduces a new protagonist, Javier Garcia, while also continuing Clementine's story. Depending on player choices, the final season has different endings, offering closure to Clementine's journey. In later seasons, players can influence potential romantic relationships between characters. The series features several time jumps, showing characters growing and changing over the years. While the game features plenty of zombie encounters, the real focus is often on human conflicts and relationships. The game has won numerous awards, including BAFTAs and VGX awards. The game is often credited with popularizing the concept of interactive storytelling in video games. The development of the final season was temporarily halted due to Telltale's closure, but Skybound Entertainment completed the series. Clementine's hat, which she wears throughout the series, becomes an iconic symbol of her character. Many of the game's events run parallel to those in the comics, offering different perspectives on the same world. The game is available on multiple platforms, including PC, consoles, and mobile devices. The character Merle Dixon, from the TV show, was initially planned to appear in the game but was cut during development. Robert Kirkman, the creator of The Walking Dead, was involved in the game's development, ensuring it stayed true to the spirit of the comics. Telltale Games, the developer, went bankrupt in 2018, leading to the temporary suspension of the final season. Skybound Entertainment, co-founded by Robert Kirkman, took over the development of the final episodes of the final season. The game was initially released as a digital-only title, with physical editions coming later. The game is praised for its deep character development, making players form strong emotional attachments to the characters. There is no multiplayer mode in the game. It is purely a single-player experience. Players witness Clementine's growth from a vulnerable child to a capable survivor over the course of the series. The game rarely uses traditional game over screens, instead allowing the story to continue after most choices. The game has had a significant influence on popular culture, spawning fan art, cosplay, and more. The success of The Walking Dead led Telltale to create other episodic series like Game of Thrones and Tales from the Borderlands. The soundtrack, composed by Jared Emerson Johnson, adds emotional depth to the story. The game is often noted for its emotional impact, with many players reporting being moved to tears by certain scenes. There were significant gaps between the release of some seasons, leading to much anticipation and speculation. The game's writing, particularly in the first season, has been highly praised and awarded. The final season allows players to decide Clementine's fate, offering closure to her journey. These facts cover a broad range of elements from the game's development to its story and impact. If you did enjoy this video and would like to see more content like this in the future, be sure to like and subscribe. That would be much appreciated. And let me know in the comments which fact you didn't know about Telltale's The Walking Dead, and I will see you in the next video.